Hi everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. So I had a question on the throttle trigger arrangement on a single trigger XL that would be basically like, it would be a plastic housing version of this Super 2 housing. So that model that came out in what, 86 and went to like 89. A lot of them are out there. They're all basically quite similar. When you have this style engine arrangement, whether it's plastic or metal, you've got three trigger components. You get your rear trigger, you get your front trigger, and that's the cam. That's what the throttle rod that goes to the carburetor is going to hook into. You've got your throttle rod, whoop, you've got your spring. Now there's casting in here that helps you figure out what's cooking and what to do first. But we'll go through this. First one, if you have a front trigger, you drop that in first. If you don't, if you've got just a single rear trigger model, that opening's not going to be there. But that piece is still going to mount right there, just like that. See, it moves back and forth. Your rear trigger, again, pretty straightforward. You see that notch in there. Your throttle rod is going to have that plate on the end. You're going to slide your spring over. So the big end is facing forward. And you're going to feed it in here. See, there's a groove here, a groove there. There's a groove in here. That's what you're aiming for. So you're going to get the spring in there, feed it through those grooves, and then slip it down so that that plate touches your trigger right there. Now, if this was hooked up to a carburetor, that's the position that's going to hold it to, and when you pull the trigger, that's advancing the throttle. Just like here, if this was locked into place and you pulled this trigger up, it's going to rotate this forward, and this is going to be stationary here. Make sure this doesn't blow up in my face. Now most of the time you can't let go like that. They try to push out. So you'd have to snap your throttle cover in place without breaking this tang off. In this case, in the case of the XL that I was asked about, that's got a screw back here. So you're going to index in the front, drop it down, screw it in place, making sure that crap stays right there. So it's pretty simple. Once you know how it's supposed to go in. It can be aggravating as hell if it blew up or the parts just weren't there when you started out. So the IPLs do detail all these parts, but they're drawn way up here. So anyway, that's a quick tutorial on how to put triggers back in a Super 2 or an XL2 or a later XL that has this body style.